Guys, what's going on? Adam from snke Exotics. Welcome back to the channel. Now, I'm sorry if you can hear the rain on the cabin. It's absolutely chucking it down here in the UK, or at least where I'm at anyway. But this is the first video I've done since I've come back, or at least by myself anyway. Obviously, I've done that video over at Neighbours Constrictors with Darren, Matt from SBR Pythons, and JB from North City Reptiles. But this is the first video solo since I've sort of come back. So the people that didn't know, there was a stage where I had to leave the hobby because I had problems with the electrics in the room. That's all sort of been sorted, there's still some work to do, but basically I've just had to cut down quite significantly by getting rid of the V35 V18 combi rack. The hatching rack I'm getting rid of, and I'm making a homemade rack with some heat cables, so it's just one plug. So it's doable, but I've had to sell a few animals in the meantime and sell some of the equipment. But obviously the good news is that I'm staying, I'm not going anywhere, which is fantastic. How can I leave this? How can I honestly leave this? It's everything that I am. This hobby is absolutely fantastic. So in today's video, guys, I'm going to give you a quick update of what's been going on. We've got a few pre-lay sheds going on, a few ovulations that have happened, so hopefully some eggs in a matter of maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I've set up the incubator, so I'm going to show you a bit later on in the video how I do the egg boxes. Normally I use vermiculite, but I've tried perlite this time. It's a slightly different system. Principles are still the same, but I think perlite looks a lot better than vermiculite, and it's less dirty on your hands as well. So I'll show you how I do them later on in the video. But now let's take a look at a few of the animals. So like I said, guys, I'm really sorry if the sound of the rain is sort of drowning out the video. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. I wanted to get a video done today. So what have we got here? We've got a big pinstripe female. She's currently locked up to a pastel lesser enchi. Absolutely love what enchi and pinstripe do together. Same as leopard as well. I love what leopard and pinstripe do together. So that's just another lock. That's probably their last lock of the year on that one. Big spider girl. She's currently in a pre-lay shed. I expect her to shed out probably in the next day or so. Then it's the countdown. Seen an ovulation from her. This big normal girl. She's still sort of bowl wrapping. She hasn't had a pre-lay shed yet, so I'd expect that within the next week or so. Same with this girl here. She's just a really nice big old chunky pastel. She's had a ovulation, just waiting for a pre-lay from her, so looking forward to that one. And the same with this pastel butter female girl. She is in her pre-lay shed as we speak, so a few more weeks and we should see some eggs out of her. One that has had her pre-lay is the cinnamon girl. She was bred to the Coral Glow Black Pastel Vanilla. There she is there, camera in focus. She was completely upside down earlier on, really uncomfortable trying to obviously get those eggs in line ready to be laid. We've got a bumblebee girl here. She's currently locked with the pastel calico. So, you know, like I've said before, guys, not the most amazing genes or the high-end genes that I'm working with at the moment, but you know, we are where we are. And here is that Coral Glow Black Pastel Vanilla in with a fire girl. I think she's just going into a shed, so I think I've put him in a bit too late. She has ovulated, I believe. I have to check my records on her, so I can take him out, because then that means his job is done. Again with these two, I'm pretty sure she's ovulated. I didn't witness it, so I just kept the male in with her just in case, but there's no interest there, so I'm assuming that she's already ovulated, so he can come out shortly in a bit. And that's about it for the females that are sort of about to have the pre-lay or ovulation or about to have eggs. So this one here, going back to sort of the cut down, this is now a complete male rack, this homemade one there, and obviously these two are just for females. As you can see, obviously that's null and void, that's now void. So there's 2 empty spots at the top. I'm going to remove this box. There's 2 empty spots at the bottom. and in this rack there's 1, 2, 3, 4 empty spots, and that one's full of males. So I have got some empty spots ready to fill up with some cool females. As you know, I'm cutting down, getting rid of a lot of the single gene and double gene stuff, and I'm going to replace it with sort of high end, or high-ish end for me anyway, sort of recessive stuff. And that brings me on to this pickup. Now, you've seen this on Instagram, and this is thanks to Darren and Eric over at Neighbours Constrictors. This is a female lion pied. So that's a that's a pinstripe leopard pied, and that is a female, absolutely stunning. Can't wait for her to get to size. She's already taken a meal from me since she's been here. She's only been here just over a week, so looking forward to that one. A few of the babies, so these are stuff that are waiting to be collected or delivered. That is the awesome bamboo fire spider female, that's been purchased. This one here is the Orange Dream het pied, possible het clown female from Tony Hersey. She's actually going out on a trade, so to see what animal I'm getting in return, you'll have to wait and see. We've got, this is one of the pastel leopards that I produced last season, and the rain's really coming down now. I hope you can hear me, guys. She's looking pretty awesome. GHI genetic stripe. This one again has been sold, just waiting for collection stroke delivery. Absolutely gorgeous boy. So I changed my mind on the G-stripe project. I was really into it at one point and then sort of changed my mind. And this one is also sold as well. This is the Hypo, what is it? Hypo Butter Enchi Pinstripe. That is a male, again waiting for collection stroke delivery. Absolutely stunning. I don't know what's going on with my camera today. Doesn't want to focus. There we go. So that's just a few of the babies. So let's take a quick look. Oh, this is the rack that's going. This is now sold. Obviously this takes a lot of blooming plugs and power, so that's going. But let's take a quick look at how I do my egg boxes. So these are the egg boxes I actually use. I don't know what actual brand they are. Doesn't really say on there, but they're a nice size. They fit in the incubator quite nicely. I probably fit about 13 of these boxes in there, 12 or 13 in there. So like I said, I'm going to show you, I won't show you all of them, I will just show you, there's a make there, white furs. I don't know if you can see that, no you can't. White furs, those come for eBay. I think it was 10 for 17 quid plus free delivery. What I normally do, guys, I normally use vermiculite, but this time I've decided to change it up, and we're going to go for a perlite substrate instead. I think looking at Darren's and Eric's from Neighbours Constrictors, compared to mine, I think their egg boxes look a lot fresher, look a lot lighter. You know, they look brighter, if that makes sense, because obviously the white rather than the dark substrate. So what I am going to do is use like a perlite and water mixture. I'm still going to use the egg crate, so we're going to try and do this one-handed. It's probably not going to work very well, excuse me. It's probably going to end up in disaster, but we're going to just fill these boxes up. So I'm just going to do these 4 on camera, and then the rest I'll do off camera. You don't want to see me do 12 boxes or so of these. So we've got our perlite in, and what I've noticed straight off the back is it's quite dusty. I sort of kicked up quite a cloud there. There we go. So we can just sort of give that a little, even it out a bit. There we go. That's probably a perfect amount, to be fair. I mean, what's that? That's probably about 2 inches, maybe just under 2 inches, inch and a half of perlite. So what I'm then going to do from there is I'm going to fill with water. quite dusty. I'm going to fill that with water, and this is just lukewarm water, guys. And I'm going to need some more in a second. Okay, so what's that saying? So I don't know if you can see the water there. That's probably maybe a little bit more water, maybe. So I'll just grab some more and we'll come back. Okay, so we're going to add a little bit more water to that. That's fine. And then the next one. So when you're using an egg crate, you haven't really got to be that spot on with the ratio. If you were just using put the eggs straight on top of the substrate, then you would. Obviously, because you don't want the eggs getting wet or too wet. Obviously, using an egg crate, you're not gonna. Yeah, that looks about right. Give it a nice slosh. We'll add a tad more water. So, adding a bit more water. Just give it a nice coating of water. There we go. Now you might think that's way too much, and ordinarily, yeah, that would be too much. But the eggs aren't going to be touching, as you can see here. Excuse the mess. We're going to be using egg crates, so there's going to sit on top just like that. Dogs are going mad. Excuse the barking. Just like so. So that's basically the finished product of my egg boxes. So as you can see, the egg crate will never actually touch, or sorry, the eggs will never actually touch the substrate. So the amount of water really isn't an issue. And I used to use pegs, but going on from a few other people, I know Darren and Eric use them, and I know Miguel from Always Evolving use them as the plastic golf tees, so I'm going to try and give that a go, just because it looks a bit better. But that's 4 of the boxes. I've got another 8 or so to go, and the incubator I have booted up. It's been running for about 2 days now, and it's stayed at 89.6, so that is absolutely perfect for me. There we go. That's just some good old Repti chip ready to use, nice and fresh. Love this stuff, absolutely awesome substrate. If you're not using a substrate, or if you're using a different substrate, I urge you to give this a go. Just try it. There's a lot of people that love it, there's a few people that don't, but you're going to get those, you know, in every sort of product that you try and promote or do a review on, or anything like that. But I can honestly say, and you guys know I hated substrate, that this stuff is absolutely amazing. So if I'm saying that, you know, there must be a little bit of truth in it. So guys, there we go. That's just 4 of the egg boxes. I'm going to do the rest now off camera. But any questions on how I do this, or other ways that you could do it, please do let me know. So guys, that is how I do the egg boxes, or how I've chosen to do them this time around. We'll have to wait and see to see if it's a good sort of move or not. So that's it with them all in the incubator. As you can see, we're running at dead on 90. That does fluctuate between sort of 89.4 or 5. It's not gone higher than 90 so far. I will tweak it, but like I said, I'm just getting the incubator sort of stabled. We've got 2 fans in there, it's lovely and warm. And there are the egg boxes all ready to go for those pearly white eggs once I receive them. Really looking forward to getting them. There's some more in there, some cool stickers. I do need some more stickers, guys, to start on this side of the incubator, because obviously I've put some on there, and obviously we have some on the sticker board, which is there. But that's pretty much full up now, so I do need some more, guys. If you haven't sent me some stickers already, please comment down below, hit me up on Instagram, we can certainly do a trade. I am just waiting for some to be delivered. They should be here early next week. So if you're waiting for some from me, please give it till next week to get your stickers. There's another new addition to the snake room. As you can see, there is my freezer. So obviously I was breeding them. It sort of got too much for my wife to sort of do, because she was sort of 100% sort of breeding them, cleaning them, feeding them. She got a bit ill, and I was struggling with trying to do them, and the commute to work and everything else, and the snakes. So we decided to pack in breeding the rats. We decided to order frozen. So I picked myself up this freezer. This is a brand new freezer. Got this really cheap from Curry's. If you're not in the UK, that's just a sort of appliance sort of retailer that does sort of washing machines, freezers, computers, hoovers, TVs, all sorts of things. But what's great about this is that it's already full to the brim of quality feeder rodents from rattlesnacks. You can order them through Blood Bowl Pythons. All the prices and the range in there. Loads of different sizes, but that is absolutely full to the bottom of rodents. So that's quite a lot of rodents. I think there's about 400 rodents in there. So that should do me a fair while. I was surprised if that doesn't last me 4 months, 4 or 5 months really. But yeah, so that's found its little home in there. Obviously this one here, this was running on, I don't know why it was, but this was running on 2 thermostats. It's only 6 high, so I've taken one off and that's just running on 1 thermostat, absolutely keeping temps perfectly. That runs on 1 and that runs on 1 anyway. This runs on 2. Boxes are missing because I actually took some boxes to my local B&Q to get some wood cut to make a brand new hatching rack. That holds 40. I'm building another one that holds 50 of those V18 tubs, and this is going to have heat cable at the back instead of heat mat, so I can get rid of 10 plugs and 2 thermostats and just use 1 thermostat, and obviously 1 plug for the heat cable. So that's going to snake down. So I'll have two rows of heat cable per shelf, and as they're for babies, that's going to be absolutely more than adequate. So that's the plan of that. So I have reduced. This is going tonight back to where I got her from. Unfortunately, I couldn't have her in my daughter's room because basically, if I'm honest, she lost interest. And obviously, that's 2 plugs that I don't really need in here. So like I said, there's a lot of changes in here. It's a lot of changing around and tweaking things. But if it means I get to stay in this incredible hobby, then I'm going to do it. Absolutely. Sorry about the mess of the room, it's absolutely a big start at the moment, but there we go. So guys, the rain is really falling now. I don't know if you can hear it. It's absolutely chucking it down now, and the garden's actually flooding in some parts, which is a bit, a bit dodgy, a bit wary. But guys, listen, next Sunday, or this Sunday coming, should I say, I'm going back down to see Darren at Neighbours Constrictors. I'm going to be joined by Stuart Payne from Ice Reptiles and by Eddie Ford, my good friend Eddie, over at Somebody Serpents. If you guys have got any questions, and I have posted this on Insta already, if you guys have got any questions for any of us about anything in the hobby, about genes, about anything you like, put your question down in the comment box below. And I'll make sure that I'll answer those questions for you, or one of us will answer those questions for you on the video. We'll also give you a shout out as well, so don't be afraid, stick your question down there. Remember, no question is a silly question, and I expect lots of questions from you guys. So that's going to be about it for today's video. It's freezing cold outside, so I'm hiding in the snake room. I'm going to do some cleaning, although I don't need to do any. I'm home alone. There's nothing on TV, so I'm going to spend some time in the room, in the warm. It's about 82 degrees in here, absolutely lovely, and it's absolutely hammering it down outside, as you can probably hear. So guys, thanks for watching. Honestly, your support means the absolute world to me. Please do me a favour, please subscribe, please leave your comment down below, hit that like button, hit that notification bell so you don't get to miss any future uploads, especially that one coming on Sunday, which will probably be out on Monday, stroke Tuesday, depends how busy I am with editing and things like that. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, have a great week, and I'll see you soon.